What is up, everybody? This is Merc with Mike. This is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I'm Merc with Mike. I'm joined by Lou Beans.
What is up? What is up?
Wrestling, buddy. Wrestling. Like every
Can't
single
get enough
day.
of that wrestling.
Yeah, like every single day we have wrestling.
Now more than ever, right?
Yes, now it's exactly 5 days a week.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you know what? I kept it. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping like 2 days off because it's like, all right, I'll try to catch up with them later. But so Monday you have Raw, Tuesday you have NXT, you have NWA Power too if you have Fight, and you also have AEW Dark.
Yes, sir.
Monday you also have AEW Dark Revelation, whatever it's fucking called.
Oh, Elevation.
Elevation, yes. Yeah. I think the Dudley's sons is Devon's sons are fighting FTR this Monday.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Wednesday you have AEW, Thursday you have Impact Wrestling, and Friday you have Smackdown.
Yes, sir.
And I think Major League Wrestling is coming to Vice Network, which is also going to be probably on the Wednesday. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
More wrestling. Just all the wrestling.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, we actually found out throughout the news that it was Mark Carano and a group of people that were involved in that whole garbage bag sending incident.
Oh, Jesus. Poor person. They got their name thrown out there, kicking the dirt. That's it.
Oh, man. And his ex-girlfriend saying, oh, he has titles under the bed, too. You should look at there. He stole titles from the fucking
rat them out. Damn, don't be snitching.
You know what? I've seen Mark Carano. He was. If you actually watch, I watched Total Divas in the first couple seasons. He's there. He's kind of a dick in the house.
He's in one of the fight show.
Yeah.
But he's in what's the name of the show about wrestling?
Or Dark.
Yeah, he was in like the first season.
He was
in one of the stories. Yeah, I think he was either the Dino Bravo one or one of the other ones. Yeah.
But Mark Carano was not. He's not a good liked person backstage and shit like that. So makes a lot of sense. They let him go to show example, but this was happening longer than it has shown. So Mickie James was one of the few people that actually spoke out about it, but it was not the first incident that this happened. So they owe him a lot of apologies to a lot of people they let go, and therefore, and so on. Anyway, it's dumb. But hopefully they get a better person in that position instead of the one they had to let go. Other than that,
well, that was the big news, right?
Yeah,
they let go a good many of people not related to that guy.
Yeah,
that was the big thing.
Yeah, it was not only him; it was like a team of people they let go.
Oh no! Remember between last week and this week?
We talked. We talked about the let goes already, and a lot of them are telling their story. I think Tucker is going to be on Talk Is Jericho very soon. You're gonna start hearing a lot about what their experience was and everything like that. Mickie James has been pretty open about what she felt and how she was dealt with, the hand she was dealt with there. And honestly, she has the right to feel the way she felt. And I think they could have utilized her 100% more, but who knows? I'm just a wrestling fan.
Yeah, I know. they say they listen to us, but they don't really do that.
They selective hearing.
Yeah, true that.
They're selective hearing. They'll listen to you when they hear something that they like. Like, oh,
when they hear the dollar signs,
we should have Brock Lesnar come back. Yeah, that's the one I want to hear. That's what they listen to.
Scott Steiner does not like that.
I know, because they won't ever ask for him back.
I never say never, man. Jeff Jarrett. Just
Jeff Jarrett. I'm surprised they have Jeff Jarrett there.
Hell yeah.
Because he had a really bad relationship with a lot of the guys from Impact and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I'm like always was surprised that he lined up coming to WWE and having a backstage role.
I know. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so maybe people let bygones be bygones, I guess.
I mean, even Warrior, right? He had the worst relationship with Vince, and they put it aside.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? A lot of that had to be on. A lot of that shit was on Warrior too. Like Warrior was a hard person to.
But that's what I
get.
mean.
Yeah.
You could be a dick and apparently just say sorry to Vince and he'd be like, let's make money.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like that's the thing with Vince. Like he's willing to let bygones be bygones if they could work something out, kind of thing, and that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a chance to watch the Stone Cold documentary on A&E?
No, I did not.
It was actually really enjoyable. I dug how they did it. My only gripe is they didn't go deep into too many things. Like I wanted to hear more about as much as I've heard all the stories about the Brett and Austin match, I still love hearing about that Brett and Austin match. So I wish they went more into that. I wish they went more into The Rock and Austin's relationship, and especially before the WWE title, and how they were able to work, how Austin was pulling for him and pushing to use The Rock and not use anyone else, and things like that. And even The Rock, even to this day, like their last match, he after he pinned him, Rock told him, "I love you and thank you for everything you did," because without him, he would have nothing.
Well, at least they got to talk about that on the Chris Jericho episode.
Yeah, and
like
that was something that The Rock The Rock said, but that was something that they showed on the documentary. They kind of showed his issues with Brock Lesnar and the reason why he didn't want to do business with. They kind of went into that and things like that. So I like it. This week's is Roddy Piper. I'm actually looking forward to that one as well. So it was pretty good. And then they also did this like treasure hunt thing with WWE, like finding the most exclusive treasures. And the first episode had Mick Foley, and he was looking for like the Cactus Jack flannel, and he was looking for the first ever Sacco.
What do? They put you in a warehouse and tell you to go?
So they'll go and find the fan that actually owns the original piece, and they go and offer money or for like autographs, a hangout session, things like that, to get the item for the Sir Wrestler.
Really? That's interesting.
So
okay.
Mick Foley was in the first episode, and he got his Sacco back, he got the flannel back, and they kind of went and met fans and things like that. It was pretty cool.
All right.
Those are the two new A&E shows. Roddy Piper's is this week. I think the other stories they're doing is Brett. I think they're doing a Shawn Michaels one. I think they're doing a Warrior one, and I forgot the other ones, but those are the ones that are coming out.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, it's A&E 8:00. You can watch it for free on their app, the A&E app. You don't need like a cable provider. It's just a lot of commercials.
Okay, cool.
So you can watch it there for free. But that was cool. So definitely check it out. Again, this week, tonight, be Roddy Piper.
Good stuff.
Other than that, like I think Miz has a 24 out. I didn't get to watch it, but I heard it was good. And yeah, that's about it. All right, we get into the weekend wrestling. A lot of wrestling to talk about. We got Monday Night Raw. That starts off the week. Sunday night, WrestleMania Backlash is coming. Rematches galore. It's getting there.
They still doing the same old thing. Old thing.
That's what they do. Anyway, we start off Monday Night Raw with Drew McIntyre pretty much challenging Bobby Lashley and talking shit about Mason T-Bar, if they are they part of the Hurt business and blah blah blah, and then they all come and beat down Drew McIntyre.
Well, it was a little bit more nuanced to that because he was trying to get not Bobby Lashley. Well, he didn't want to come out. He got MVP out there.
Yeah,
and then he played dumb, so we don't know.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. It was like, is MVP hiring these two men? And they didn't answer that question the entire show.
They give him a freebie.
So that's the new mystery. Who done it? Who hired Mason T-Bar to beat up Drew McIntyre?
I don't know.
Was it Ali?
Leo Rush.
I mean, why not, right?
He wired the money to Lashley.
I'm pretty sure he knows both of them for real. So yeah.
Yeah, and then we get a rematch of Viking Raiders with Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. So pretty much Alexander and Shelton Benjamin became the jobbers of the tag team division. They lose, and Viking Raiders win. It was the same match. It was not much of a difference. If you watched it last week, you saw the same match this week. That this is the issues that we usually have with the WWE, is they repeat matches a lot. So
when they don't have to.
When they don't.
Funny because they let go of people, but their divisions are severely lacking.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that they let go, but a lot of the people they let go, they just weren't using. The only one that was really used was Samoa Joe on the commentating table.
And it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Everything is so dry because you refuse to add any new spice, which is different people.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yep.
So, what a shame.
Charlotte Flair engaged in War of Wars with Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley and Asuka. Asuka calls her a beach.
Listen. I'm all for stories involved with the Raw Women's Championship scene.
Yeah.
But God, could you not try to make Asuka talk and say things you just know she doesn't say? It just sounded so forced.
She said beach.
And I'm just like, why?
Like BEEE.
That's not even a word from her culture. Like,
yeah.
Why you got her saying that? Come on.
Yeah, should have called bitch in Japanese.
I'm sure there's a different word that's an equivalent, but like that's just it's an American. You know what I mean? Like that's not even. So much stuff is just everything is starting to become just. It's all falling apart, Merc. Help me. I can't. It's just stupid.
Something that came up in this show was Riddle versus Randy Orton. I actually thought this was a great match.
I thought the promos were probably the best thing on the show. When Riddle just comes up while he's getting interviewed, and I just like, damn, man, what an asshole! You don't respect the interview? Come on.
He was just asking mad questions. Pretty much, Riddle played every fan that Randy Orton don't like.
Yes, pretty much.
Anyway,
I do like the him with the saying they should be a team. Like that's pretty funny.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro. We got something there.
If they do it, I won't be mad that it's just like P Dunne. I won't be mad.
There you go.
So, let's go.
Naomi and Lana defeat Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, and they have fought maybe for every Raw that happened in the last 6 months. They fought probably every other Raw.
Did Shayna Baszler lose again?
Yep.
Well, what do we say at the top of the show, Mark? Same thing every week.
Here we go again.
Yeah, here we go again. Oh, shout out to DMX. I don't know if you got to see his funeral procession.
Yeah,
they put his casket on top of a monster truck.
That was cool. I saw it.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty
The Rough
dope.
Riders sent him off. So,
Damien Priest disputes Miz and Mrs. celebration of Miz TV. Maurice was his guest. I love the fact that Maurice is back. I think she brings an extra oomph to Miz and brings an extra layer of character for the Miz because she just cheats all the time and she's great at it.
But she's also screwing him over still.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she got him into a match and he didn't want to get into the match. And I think that was funny. Yeah,
that was cool. I like it. Glad Maurice is back. I actually like when Maurice is around, so hope she stays around a little longer. Mm-hmm. Elias defeats Kofi Kingston. I actually thought it was a great match. I love the fact that when Xavier Woods started playing the Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme, Kofi broke out with the Stone Cold Steve Austin moves, and I love that shit. That was actually
called himself the Bard. So
yep.
Playing them tunes. But cool. Kofi still lost.
Yeah. They had to give something for Elias to do, especially because they're making him a little rivalry and they're trying to make him a tag team. They need tag teams.
They need personality because Jackson Riker could please go away.
Yeah,
please.
We don't like Jackson Riker.
Pack it up.
You see, you took the wrong Forgotten Son. I think Wesley Blake would have been a hilarious character with you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wesley Blake he's a comedy wrestler. Like he could be your comedy wrestler really good. So you could easily use him. and get rid of Jason Riker because Jason Riker sucks.
I call him Days Gone.
Days Gone. Yeah, he's as vanilla.
Like that
as the
PlayStation 4 game nobody cares about.
Yeah, I tried getting into it too. It was so dull. Oh yeah, 100%.
But he looks just like the character from that game.
Yeah, he does.
I'm just saying.
He does. And then we got Alexa Bliss describing how Lily helped her when she was a kid against the mean little girls on Alexa playground. I actually don't mind this. I actually like the fact that she's going back into the women's division. I felt like they should have did this a long time ago, but I'm happy they're doing it now. It reminded me of fucking the Eminem My Band video.
No, I'm not familiar
and
with
like
that
the Lose Yourself video, I was in the back. The Superman video, I was in the back. With Lily, because Lily was always in the fucking picture now.
Yeah, I just like that part of the entire segment was like all right, if you're going to put the work in, good. So let's see where you go now.
And right. It looks like she's going directly after the women's division, and the fact that Lily never liked it, the Fiend.
Lies.
She used him for the book. What book is that? I don't know. But she used him for it.
Something's up with Lily. I think the doll is controlling her.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm for that. No Firefly Funhouse today, which would make me sad. I like when he's the Firefly Funhouse. That's like usually my favorite segments. Like I love when Wyatt's that character. I would like him to be that character more. True enough. I think that's my favorite character of this whole.
Is he burnt up, or did
no? He's regular. Yeah, he was on last week. He was regular. He got healed and everything like that. He got healed by saying he explained everything. He actually and then this one the Sister Abigail didn't trust it. Like I never trusted that bitch. That's exactly what she said. I hate that bitch. That's great. Drew McIntyre defeats Mason T-Bar by DQ. And then Braun Strowman shows up and even the odds, and it becomes a tag team match, which Mason T-Bar won by DQ.
They make it seem like he beat him up, but he got helped.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I just don't like how they're a bona fide tag team.
Yeah.
And again, what I told you about them not making stars is other than like their one planned person is. Your tag team division is dry. Let's add some mayonnaise, a little something. What do you like, Mark? You like mayonnaise? You like mustard?
Mayonnaise.
What you like?
I like mayonnaise.
So you put a little. Come on. Let's have Mason T-Bar, right? Let's make them do some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's have them do their tag moves. They got tag moves, right?
Yeah.
They got a little bit of flair. And if you were gonna unmask them, like this is the time to make them a tag team, right? Yeah. They are not Retribution anymore. I'm pretty sure Mason T-Bar, the name, is probably not going to be that for that long. You think?
Yeah,
right?
Hopefully.
So let's get their names back. Get them in it. You know what I mean? They can still wear the black, but like, come on, man. I think they should have just beat his ass.
Yeah. At least their mask got taken off, so basically you saw their face.
Yeah, it's a slow process. You win some, you lose some, right? Yeah.
I would like to see them become serious threats in the tag team division. I think both guys are really big, and they actually don't look bad in the ring at all. So, and Djokovic had like one of the matches of the year last year. So get back into it. Let them do their thing. Damien Priest defeats The Miz. Solid match.
I think the entire experience was like the best part of it. Like the part with Maurice and all that leading up to this. Like that made the experience for the match, so it was all right.
Yeah. Sheamus beats down Humberto Carrillo like he owed him money.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is what he gets for challenging Sheamus. He put out the open challenge, and Humberto answered. That's his own fault.
Yeah. It's your risk when you answer her.
Exactly.
You open to this ass whooping now.
Especially when it's Sheamus with his slacks on.
Yeah.
He ain't playing no games.
He gonna step on your toes.
I mean, you see them leather shoes he got on?
Yeah.
He ain't playing.
Steel toe.
You ever been kicked in the shin by a leather shoe? Like the sole of the shoe? Oh, come on. It's like somebody hit you with a hammer. Yeah. Don't do it.
And then last but not least, we have Asuka defeating Charlotte Flair was actually a really good match. He picked up a quick pinfall. There was a lot of quick pinfalls this week in wrestling. Period. Like so many. So it was a really good match though. It was a really good aggressive match. It was like I enjoyed it, and then Charlotte loses and goes psycho and beats up a referee.
Well, don't forget she lost it, but she was gloating the whole time. So it was like she's getting her comeuppance and she can't handle it.
Yeah.
So she's going crazy because she lost.
And she beat down a poor referee.
And just pushing them and shoving them and then kicking them and Lord of Jesus.
Yep.
Has Charlotte lost her mind? We'll see
bit.
next week.
We'll see
tomorrow. I mean, basically, right?
Yeah, this is their soap opera. Little by little, it goes more into a soap opera. So anyway, Monday Night Raw, I will give a B-.
I'd give it a solid B for everything in ring.
Yeah,
that's what I feel. I felt like that's the story of this week for me. A lot of the shows, the story stuff wasn't always 100% on every show.
Yeah.
But this week in particular, I felt everybody had at least one or two matches where it was like they were going for it, and I appreciate that. And Raw had some matches, man. They were good. It's just my one match that I would say didn't need this was the Viking Raiders versus the former Hurt Business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is where you start trying to get like the Joe Jabronis back, like the jobbers.
Yes.
Jobbers back.
Need those numbers, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Just to get them back and get you to remember these tag teams.
Exactly.
We got NXT next.
Yes, sir.
Kyle O'Reilly comes out with
Cool Kyle
O'Reilly. I hate the theme music. I
really don't like it. It's jabroni music. Stop it.
Decent promo, decent thing. Cameron Grimes comes out. I like the little going back and forth. Cameron Grimes is just too good on the mic though, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that entire segment was like one of the best parts of wrestling this week. To see these two characters that didn't have much to do with each other story wise, and then they had a reason.
Yeah,
and then it ended up being like a match, and it was good.
Yeah.
So.
LA Knight defeats Dexter Lumis.
He got his revenge.
Yeah, he did. Dan Andy Hartwell. Messing shit up.
That whole thing is still funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what the ends is.
Hey, I enjoyed it. Then you had the Grizzly Young Vets to bring Zango with the British soldier. Fucking.
It was so good. So good. It's so insulting, too, but it's so good.
I wanted them to win.
I always want them to win.
Yeah, I always go for Breezango. Even if I know they lose, I'm going to go for them anyway. Good match. Real fun match.
Yep.
Saray defeats Zoe Stark. I thought it was a really good beginning match for her. Tony Stark.
And she, again, I'll give credit where credit is due. I don't know that woman from anybody else, but her style already managed to be like something completely different.
Yeah.
Like it's a mix of some things. Like she has the fire. Like when she gets fired up, it reminds me of Kairi Sane. It just does.
Yeah.
But other than that, like she's not like the other girls that they brought over, so that's cool.
Yeah. And she's a little crab lady.
She's another one. Oh,
yeah.
So many crab people.
Damn crab lady. Crabs to the legs. Crab to the legs.
Bring back the mixed match challenge. I want a team to be Daniel Bryan and one of these crab women. That's all I need. Come on.
The crab people.
Crab people.
I liked it. I thought it was a really good match. Tony Stark is, I think Zoe Stark is has been really like showcasing, and I'm good. Like she's been having a lot of great matches. I'll give her credit. Tony Storm comes out, eventually attacks Stark, and then Saray kind of pushed her away, and we ended there.
Because it's always Tony time.
Always Tony time. Yes, it is. But good first impression. I liked what I saw. Looking forward to see her like match up with maybe Io Shirai and maybe get something out of that. I would like to see that because we did not get to see Kairi Sane versus Io Shirai, and I was very sad that we did not get to see that.
True.
And I'm sad also that the NXT Tag Team Championships is now and not when Kairi Sane was Survivor on NXT.
Oh, true.
That makes me sad. Anyway, NXT Cruiserweight Championship was an open challenge, and it was Kushida versus Oni Larkin. This match was, I think, one of my favorite matches this week.
I think so as well. Good to see Oni get a shot. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, you know, at least he's getting used while his partner is hurt. So at least get put him back in that that Cruiserweight division. Yeah.
Very good defense.
Yep. Damn crab person.
Crab people.
Crab people. Imperium defeats Ever Rise. I thought this was a good tag match as well.
Why you gotta do him dirty like that?
Damn it. I don't like him. So this is
Kevin Owens' favorite tag team. How dare you?
Favorite tag team. Yo, I just I don't know. Their faces I just don't like.
Come on, Berg. They're good.
They're not bad. They're not bad. They, you know what I think is the fact that they remind me too much of the Young Bucks and Best Friends, like had a love child, and that's why I don't like them.
Damn. Okay, I got you.
They do look like the Best Friends tag team had a young.
They look like you. They look like what the joke? What's the joke? I want best friends.
Yeah,
they're best friends at home.
Yeah,
that's what they are. Yeah.
And then Kyle O'Reilly defeats Cameron Grimes in a really good match. I actually really enjoyed this. It was very technical savvy. It was a lot of Crabman stuff, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. Good match.
I like that they show Grimes' resilience though, like because excuse me, not KO. He has the KO on his knee. Kyle O'Reilly was whooping his ass, and he managed to catch him. So
yeah, it was good stuff.
I do like that they put that out there.
Yeah, I did too. It was really good. Did you watch AEW Dark?
I didn't get to see the entire show.
Okay.
But I got to see some of it. It was all right this week. It wasn't that bad.
Cool. Any standouts?
I wanted to make sure. No, it wasn't that match. No, not really this week. I'm trying to think because mostly everything stuck in my head is from Dynamite. No, nothing too special.
Okay. Then we go to AEW Dynamite. Here we go. Hangman Page versus Ricky Stark. Was a good match. It was a kind of a scary match at one point.
Goddamn, Ricky. What are you doing?
Ricky's leg cracked on his neck.
Other
than that, solid match.
Like that. It's probably my favorite match of the show because they're two of my favorite dudes on the show, fighting for number 1 and number 2.
Yeah,
and it had Taz on commentary, which I thought was fun.
And then I also liked how Hangman finished the match.
Yes.
Just because he landed on his neck, so he started going for that neck, and then he did the fish hook, and finished him.
Yeah.
I was fine with that. I was like, all right, that's a good finish. That made sense. Thank you.
Yep, 100%.
And then the next match don't make sense at all.
Why?
So so Minion Opinion, shout outs to him. We're gonna have our gripes later on this week. We'll do it like probably every 2 weeks. We'll do the gripes in wrestling, and this is one of his biggest gripes was this match because Pentagon Jr. just does not sell anything.
And it's interesting because he wasn't like that before. It wasn't this bad.
Like what I said to him, and to this day I say it every single week. I like Penta and the Lucha Underground. I did not like him outside of Lucha Underground.
I feel almost bad for anybody who's seen him outside of AEW because it's just like it's not the same guy.
Yeah, Impact. He was pretty decent in Impact.
Okay.
He was Impact. He was Impact World Champion.
Was that before Lucha or was that after?
He beat Austin Aries actually. That was during the last season of Lucha Underground.
Okay.
Because they were using a lot of Lucha guys in Impact during that time. So maybe like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, Minion hated this match because this dude did not sell. Because what happened was, and the sequence he showed me was, he got hit with a tornado DDT. He got right back up and did a Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about AEW in general is that sometimes that's just a spot in the match.
Yeah,
that's just what they think is what we need.
So
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we don't.
So this is the thing, and I will say this admittedly, I'm not the biggest fan of Hangman Page at all. I'm not the biggest fan, but when you do things to make sense, I'm gonna give you credit for it. And this is that match exactly made sense of how he finished that match. And this is a rare thing because I never really compliment his matches and things like that. This is something I do compliment on it. Like, they made sense of the match and they went for it. They got to do more of that.
I agree.
Less of this.
I would say it's very, unfortunately, very few and far between that you have a guy like a Pac who does things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a Moxley who goes for the neck if he's trying to DDT you or get you with the submission.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get a Kingston who will soften up your face and then catch you with that backhand.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I will say, there's sometimes when a certain move though catching you, you have to leave it to the element of surprise. And I'll say, and then there's one example that makes the most sense, and it's Jericho.
Yeah.
Is that Jericho doesn't have to soften you up for the Judas effect.
Yeah.
And so that sometimes it doesn't have to make 100% sense.
No, but it just makes, like, if you're selling something, at least you know to have the knowledge to go for it.
That's
so
true.
This dude just landed on his neck. This dude landed on his neck. I'm gonna go for that neck.
You want to turn this into a Let's Talk About Cody podcast? I don't think we're going to do that. We don't want to do that. But come on, okay. You brought this up.
Stop aiming at him.
And Minion said this is his problem. That was his least liked match this week.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna bring it out here. We said this is Cody's fault.
It's all Cody's fault.
He brought this out of Penta.
Yep, I agree.
By no selling the arm.
Yeah, right. He should have broke his arm.
And now Penta is pissed off and he refuses to sell for anybody.
I blame Cody. You know what? That makes perfect sense. I blame Cody Rhodes. It's all Cody Rhodes' fault.
Yep. That's it.
Fuck that guy. JR interviews the Pinnacle. Decent promo. It's the same promo that
the pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple.
I will say I like Wardlow's line where Jericho mixed up.
Yeah.
But then that leads me into my gripe for later in the show where Jericho uses the mess up from last week and the fact that Wardlow said something about it to mess up again and then try to make a joke about the mess up when you already, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a WWE type of, hey, this is like the Nia Jax shit.
The Nia Jax.
Oh Lord, the Nia Jax shit. The slipping on the thing because she made fun of Mandy.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Dude, that's a real storyline.
Yeah. My hole.
I'm gonna beat you up because you made fun of me because I slipped on the ramp, and then I'm gonna slip in the ring because I'm mad at you. I'm gonna, and it's like, you know what it reminds me of, Burke? When things like that happen in sequence, it reminds me of like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Yeah, pretty much. So
I don't like that stuff.
Nah.
When anybody does it. So
yeah. Next match was the AEW Women's Championship match. Akira Shida versus Tai Conti. I really, really wanted this to be an A+ match. I really wanted this to really like showcase Tai Conti in that realm. She did not have to win, but she needed to be showcased in that realm of being a women's champion. Mm-hmm. I wanted something more out of this match. I felt like I didn't get what I wanted from this match.
Serena Deeb was the better champion match. I feel that 100%. She got the impression that Ty was ready.
Yeah, 100%. I think that was the better match.
This wasn't. I'm not gonna sit here and shit on the match. It was not bad.
It wasn't
just
bad.
like for what you said. What was the? This is her match to present her to the world as the number one contender. I would say that she has had a better match that would have represented her that way.
Yeah.
Still, though, not nowhere near the worst women's match.
No, 100. I'm not gonna say it's the worst match, but I just expected a bit more of a storytelling in that sense. I think especially because you've been building Tai Conti to be the contender, and you've been building her for a couple of weeks. I wanted something more special. Like I felt like this match wasn't that special match that she should have had, and I felt like it just went right back to the same routine of what the women's division usually does, and that's something that made me sad about it because I was looking forward to this match and I was slightly disappointed. It was a good match. I'm not going to take away from the girls. They did a good job. I wanted something more though.
I will say one thing about this match and her matches recently in general. You could maybe not. Her striking and stuff doesn't always come across as the best, but man, she does strong.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes the way she lifts up Conti during this match is just like you've seen it go wrong many a time when people try to lift a person a certain way.
Yeah.
Regardless of how many times you've done it, and she just manages to get her up. I'm just like, damn. All right.
Yeah. All right. Then we move on. Inner Circle responds to the pineapple.
The pineapple. Again, the thing I say, Jericho with another really good promo is just don't beat the horse when it's already dead. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you did one last week. It was great. You didn't have to do another one. You know what I
mean? Your next match is your boy QT Marshall versus Billy Gunn.
Listen. Don't hate him. Don't hate him. He's a good wrestler. But he's got permanent substitute teacher face. So, yeah.
This match.
It was a good... Listen, for all intents and purposes, I thought it was a good match. I like how it ended up at the end with the little skull. Because they had reasons for Dustin to be there. Yeah. And all those dudes involved didn't just pop out of nowhere. Like, Dustin hit that dude in the head with a chair. He just started shaking. Yeah. I thought that was
with a wooden chair.
With the, because you saw that prop chair, they had to use that specific chair.
It broke before it hit him.
And it's just like, they're gonna use this on who, but on somebody it's gonna break, and they did it. So
he looks like he looks like the bully in Revenge of the Nerds.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of a henchman from the Batman movies.
Yeah.
Which one? I don't know.
One of them.
Take your pick, but he looks like elaborately dressed and color schemed.
There you go.
So he's got all white. So he's somebody's henchman. That's just what he is.
Two-Face's henchman. He just needs the black side of his suit.
I guess so.
Man. I didn't care.
I know you
didn't
care for it, but
I don't like QT Marshall. I don't like the factory. I hate the name. I don't like Billy Gunn. Should just stop, and his sons all look like him. They should stop as well. If you're gonna be friends with Cody, I don't like you.
Damn it, bro. Damn it.
I hate Cody Rhodes.
Cody outside of wrestling, I'm sure he's a good guy, but in the ring, we just can't. The wrestler Cody Rhodes.
I think I ruined Cody.
He's number
Rhodes
one on the hit list.
I think I ruined Cody Rhodes for you.
He's number one on the hit list. It's just I can't stop because when you complain about him, I don't say, oh, Merck's being unreasonable.
Yeah.
He constantly proves you right, and I'm like, damn, I can't be mad. Though. I can't say he's hating because then he proves me right.
Yeah.
He proves Merck right. He doesn't sell the arm break.
Yeah.
Like what? How do you do that?
I don't know. You gotta learn. You gotta watch his father's tapes, I guess.
I guess so, right?
Because
you gotta get stabbed in the forehead with a fork or something. You know what I mean?
Your father was a great seller.
He needs to fight Abdullah the Butcher or something. He fight Mick Foley and send some thoughts and prayers out to Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah. He just had a surgery, right?
I believe he is recovering from COVID.
Oh shit! No, that's not
and he is an elderly man. So
man, that dude. This is not one thing that's gonna take that guy.
I did. You know, the person who reported the news on it said the same thing. It was like, this is not gonna take him down.
The one thing COVID taking him out, like he got hit with chainsaws and fell from balconies and stabbed in the face and stabbed in the leg, broke his leg during a match, and still fucking wrestled in explosion matches, wrestled in death matches. The one thing that don't take out Terry Funk. All right, so our prayers with Terry Funk.
Mm-hmm.
Christian Cage versus Powerhouse Hobbs. I actually like this match. I thought the match was good. Again, I need people to sell better. I need people to go with the story. And Christian is a guy that you need to tell a story with. So he's the one that should teach you how to do this shit. And that's something that was my little gripe with it. It's like some of the lack of selling or overselling. It's like there's a fine balance between it, and Christian Cage should be the guy to teach him to find that balance.
I can see that, but I agree with you. Overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I like where the. I don't know if it's over though. Is it over after this, or is he done with Team Taz? I don't think.
Nope,
so.
he's fighting Cage next week.
Yeah, so like there's more guys. So.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Cage next week. He'll probably beat.
Is it Cage versus Cage next week?
Yep, Cage versus Cage next week, and then he's gonna fight his son, and then he's gonna fight Taz, and Taz is gonna be like Mr. X, and he's gonna be in a wheelchair with a machine gun.
Yo, please, please, I need that.
Man, this is it's like a level.
Yeah, man.
Did he fight Ricky Starks?
It's like the raid. It's like the raid. Christian is going through the raid.
Did he fight Ricky Starks yet?
No, he did not.
So I guess he has to fight Starks. So Cage and then Starks, then his son, then Taz. And then he might get a free life on the stage because you just whoop his ass.
In the elevator stage. Yep.
Yeah.
There's always an elevator.
And then our main event, TNT Championship match, Darby Allin versus Jungle Boy. All right. You know what? I'll let you start this. You can
No, this is the match I didn't get to see.
Oh, you didn't get to see it. All right. So this is my thing.
Okay.
I like the match. But when you start adding the elements of outside interference and people outside the thing, I feel like, honestly, the TNT Championship match, TNT title right now is a hardcore title because every match is like a no DQ match. They just let shit happen. So
it shifted with the champion.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah.
When Cody had it, it was less like that. When Brody had it, wasn't like that at all.
No, he didn't want to defend it. You had to earn your spot to defend the shit.
Exactly. So like, yeah, it's changed with the champion.
Yeah, I don't like that. I was like, Darby could have a regular match. Why always has to be a hardcore match? Because again, then it brings into the match being the same exact thing that I saw last week, and that's exactly what happened. There was interference from outside, the same as last week. It lines up in a brawl, same as last week, just with different people. Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky come out instead of Matt Hardy people, and then Lance Archer came out, and then Sting comes out. Sting is just like a dude, like, get off my lawn with his damn bat. And those are the things I'm getting annoyed of. Like, I feel like that took away from the match, and I thought the match was really good until that shit happened, and then it just like threw it off of me, and I was just like, whatever. And then like Luchasaurus getting into shit with Sting.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was like, okay. Like, why were you getting into something with Sting? You guys are supposed to be baby faces.
He's like, my new figure just came out. You saw that?
Yeah.
It's better than yours.
Sting don't got a figure yet.
Sting was like, get out of my face.
Sting, I bet you any money bet Sting gets a figure before Britt Baker.
Oh, it better not happen. If it does, she better quit.
Anyway.
She better quit.
I'm gonna give AEW a B.
Okay, I could definitely see that. I'll give it a B from what I saw.
Yeah, I want to give it a B minus. I want to give it a B.
You know what? I want to mention one thing, Mark.
Yeah.
That we didn't talk about. The Miro promo. And I thought that was like the better promo that he's had so far. Because it's him getting away from all that nonsense.
Until I see it, to actually see it in action of him getting everything out the way, I don't care. I'm like, he got me to a point that I stopped caring for his character. So I'm hoping when we actually see him in action next time that he really shows it.
I'll put you on notice. I'll just say get ready to care again, because he's talking about going after titles. He's like, if you have this one, he mentions Darby. He's like, if you have this one, it shows like a thing of Kenny. He's like, if you have a title, you're on my list. So
Sheeta, watch your back, because he's going for your title.
Oh. Could you imagine if he just Mosca kicked her and just took her title? It would be the best. Yeah. What rule could they make? He classifies himself as female like that, but we can't stop him.
No, I don't know. He just he hires his own referee.
I get maybe. I don't know.
It's like an inside game.
He tricks her. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I bet you I could beat you for that belt. She's like, what? I bet
Yeah,
you could beat him. He's like, you're on.
you know what? I'm going B minus. One reason why I'm going B minus is because that Penta Trent match. I actually
Just made you
100% fully agree with Minion with that, and I like Penta. He don't like Penta because he fucked him over on a sweater and an autograph, and the autograph is very cheap.
Yeah.
That's real. He has a little grudge with Penta. I like Penta, but
Yeah.
my Penta I liked was Lucha Underground.
Gotcha.
He was amazing in Lucha Underground. If you ever watched Lucha Underground, when you watch Penta, you're like, holy shit, this is what I could have been getting.
Okay.
And I feel like that's gonna happen. Yo, he had an amazing match with Kairi Sane, Io Shirai.
He fought them?
Yeah,
Wow.
he fought them. They were the
you
Black
know what?
Lotus.
I heard the podcast from Chris Van Vliet with Chelsea,
Yeah.
and she also mentioned she had a match. Did she? I think she said she fought him, right?
Yeah.
So that I need to look. I need to find all those matches.
On Tubi, Lucha Underground is all on there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn. I have access, and I just keep forgetting. I need to watch.
If anything, you want to do something for the Wrestling Babble, we could do it like half seasons, and give it like a little talk about every month.
Okay.
So we'll do one
Makes sense.
season every month. That will just add on to more shit I have to watch. But
Yeah, I know.
But I think I want you to watch it though. I want you to watch Lucha Underground because I think you'll like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lucha Underground has that sitcom feel. Like it is a sitcom first, wrestling second. So it's not a regular wrestling show like Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. It is a TV show with wrestling in it. So there's motherfuckers that die. There's motherfuckers that get poisoned and die and never come back and things like that. So you have a full...
Wait a second. I heard Mickey James died in TNA because she got run over by a train or something.
Mickey James, really?
I think I said you not this past week I heard somebody bring up her last storyline in TNA.
Oh, okay.
And apparently she dies, or it's insinuated that she dies by getting run over by a train.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was the old school, mustache man tied it to the train tracks or something, but yeah, apparently.
But then again, I think Impact took a lot of stuff off of Lucha Underground once they worked with them.
Okay.
So once they started working with them, they took a lot of ideas from them, and that's the reason why you had like the reality house and then the one who shot this guy and things like that.
Okay.
It's because Lucha Underground did a lot of those crazy things.
Okay. Yes.
And I think there's just a lot of characters that I think you love. Ricochet is in it. He's Prince Puma. Phoenix does some amazing matches on there and things like that. So, King Cueto, which is Santo Escobar, he's in there. Isaiah Swerve Scott is there. He's a kill shot. Like there's guys that you love are in there.
The thing I saw was up until the debut of Phoenix, so I got to see like his first match there.
Yeah.
So I already saw he was amazing from that. So yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shit. I think you'll love it. So yeah, we know what we'll talk about it and we'll see if we do Lucha Underground, little verdicts of Lucha Underground.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's really amazing, and I didn't watch the last season, so there's still like I think the last two seasons I did not get to watch.
I keep hearing from everybody that it's terrible.
Yeah.
Even people involved with it, that was like, oh man, the last season was terrible.
Yeah, because a lot of people left.
Oh, okay.
I think season 4, 3 and 4, I heard is their best.
Mm-hmm. And
because
then 5 is the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because once Ricochet left, that left a big hole because Ricochet was like the biggest their biggest baby phase.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
Anyway. Moving on for our next thing of wrestling, it is Impact Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get to watch the whole show. I watched parts of it.
I got to see a few matches here and there. I got to see the first 2. At least I got to see Tennille Dashwood's match.
Yeah, that was a good
against match. Susan.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good match. I think Susan is hilarious.
Yeah.
But if I was telling you earlier, Mark, it just feels good to see Tennille Dashwood in a championship picture scene. Like
me too.
Damn.
Me too.
Damn.
I think the last time I seen her fight for a title was Paige.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that was the last time I seen her fight for a title. The Good Brothers versus Decay.
That was all right. I saw that. That was all right.
Yeah, it's nothing I didn't care for. Then we moved on to Shira versus Jake something. It was it was nothing special.
Two big men slapping meat was that what that was? Sorry.
Yeah. Rick Swan promo. I love the promo from Rick Swan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually looking forward to that match. I have a feeling that and then the fact that Moose came out and warned him like if he loses, he's going to go directly at his ass and shit like that. I have a feeling Moose is going to be involved in that title match and he's going to make it a no contest. I am not. I'm not going to be mad if Kenny takes the title. It makes a lot of sense, especially what they're doing. I could see him 100% taking the title. But I'm becoming more of a Moose fan the more and more his character is being developed.
My prediction for that pay-per-view is that Rich Swann is going to win because I feel that the whole purpose of this is to try to help Impact.
So Rick Swan gets the AEW title?
Yes. I literally feel that they're going to do that.
And
don't forget who's involved. Like Tony Khan, let him do it.
Yeah.
But I feel that the purpose of this is not just to have exposure, but is to help them as well.
Yeah, to put Impact over to it being an established brand as well. Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what
I wouldn't mind it. Again, I want to see that match. Honestly, I was actually considering ordering it, but I'm not going to be home for the last match, so I'll just wait to watch Wrestling Guts it on.
Yes.
Kira Hogan versus Jordan Grace. I actually thought that was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually one of the better matches this week.
I agree.
Of Impact. Eric Young versus Eddie Edwards. Really good match. I dig the storyline they're doing. I like Eric Young.
I like that they managed to scoop up Rhino.
Yeah.
And make him a force again.
Yeah.
Like he just seems dangerous and unhinged like he used to be.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
And then we have Rebellion coming this week. I'm actually looking forward to their pay-per-view. Again, I'll probably not watch it live, but I'll definitely try to catch it later on this week.
Mm-hmm.
We got Kenny Omega versus Rick Swan.
Yes.
You know what? We could do a little prediction card if you'd like to do it.
Okay. All
right. So, all right. Last man standing match. Sami Callihan versus Trey Miguel.
I think Sami Callihan has to win this match.
I agree. I think Miguel's winning this. He needs a big win.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Matt Cardona versus Brian Myers.
I don't feel like there's any way Matt Cardona's winning this match. I feel like Brian Myers is bad move Brian. He's not gonna let him win.
I want Brian Myers to beat the shit out of him.
even if he has to do some dirty, underhanded tactics. So
yeah, I got Brian Myers winning. Violent by Design versus James Storm, Chris Sabin, Willie Mack, and Eddie Edwards.
The way they put this package together, this is one of the ones that they put mad effort into. I think James Storm's team is winning this match.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna move on from here, and that I agree with that team.
Mm-hmm.
Impact Wrestling Champions Finn Juice versus the Good Brothers.
I don't know. I think this one could go either way. What I want would be for the Good Brothers to win, but because of my prediction with the main event, I think they're all gonna lose. They're not gonna get their titles. That whole group.
That makes sense. I have a feeling the Young Bucks might interfere.
Okay.
And they will get the titles back, but who knows? Impact Wrestling Knockout Tag Team Championships, Fire and Flavor versus Jordan Grace and Rachel Erling.
Dude, I don't know. This one I don't know as well. You think it's about time Jordan Grace wins? Because she tried a few times.
Yeah, I feel like she has not. I feel like she's been losing more than she's been winning. So I think this is the time to give her something. So
think so?
I think she'll have the tag titles. Yeah, I think that she takes it with Rachel Erling. Impact Knockouts Championship: Deonna Purrazzo versus Tenille Dashwood.
Dude, is it too presumptuous to say I think Tenille's gonna win this match? I don't know.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to see her win the title. You know, I'm gonna go for her just because I would like to see her win a title.
Yeah, that's kind of who I want to win. Yeah.
I love Deonna Purrazzo, and I think she could get it back eventually. But I want to see Sunil actually finally win the women's title because she has not won a title anywhere she.
I agree.
So, Impact Wrestling X Division Championship match: Ace Austin versus Josh Alexander versus TJP. I got Josh Alexander.
Who's the champ? TJP?
Ace Austin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think he's going to win.
Yeah, I got Josh Alexander. I think they've been they've been pushing him a lot, and looks like they want to put a title on him. I think he's going to get the title.
Okay.
And then last but not least, the AEW champion, Kenny Omega, Impact Wrestling champion, TNA champion, Rich Swan, one-on-one, title versus titles. Title versus titles, because he has 2 titles.
So, like I said, they've been doing a hell of a lot of work, promoting, pushing this. Rich Swan was on the Jericho podcast. They're doing their work for this one, and I think this is going to lead to a really big moment. So I'm just saying my prediction is Rich Swan.
Rich Swan? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to go Omega.
I'm just going to say, it's less to talk about if Kenny wins.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is.
What's funny is the fact that he's supposed to be this big belt collector, but you only see him with 1 title. He don't carry all the titles with him.
Shame on you. Ultimo would be mad.
Yeah, where's the AAA title? You're supposed to have that on TV too.
Exactly.
I feel like if you're gonna go chase titles, you need all the titles with you. Don Callis put his ass to work.
Has to wear them all the time, every show.
Exactly. So, Omega seems too predictable to get it. I you know what? Fuck it. I'll take it with Swan. I have a feeling he's not gonna win it. I feel like Moose is gonna have some issues in this match that he's gonna probably attack both or not let this match finish. But because it's a regular match, it's not a DQ, no DQ or anything like that, so it's fair game if Moose gets involved. So I have a feeling he's gonna get involved somehow and cost a match. I would like to see Rick Swan surprisingly win all the titles. That would be crazy to see him coming Wednesday night with the title.
Okay.
But he better also have all the titles on him too.
Yeah.
I would not accept it if you're not having all the titles on you.
Do it. He needs to have one on each shoulder and one around his waist. Do it.
Yep. RVD used to do it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You're right.
There you go. RVD did the TV title, the tag title. He had the WWE and the ECW
Samoa
title.
Joe did it too.
Yeah.
We
So
had
get
all
on
the
it.
TNA titles.
Damn right. Get on it. Last but not least, we go to Smackdown. We kick off the night with Cesaro, and he gets interrupted by Roman Reigns, and then Daniel Bryan comes out, and
Well, first he had interaction with Seth.
Oh yeah, Seth came out.
He was talking all that yin yang.
Yeah, he did. I forgot about Seth. And then Jey Uso came out, talked mad shit. Then Daniel Bryan came out to even the odds. Then Roman came out saying you're nothing to me, and he's not acknowledging him. And then went straight to Daniel Bryan that he would give him one more shot.
That seemed weird.
Yeah.
That seemed weird.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that Cesaro was kind of second fiddle in this. But then again, you know what? I think what they're going to do is have him act like a second fiddle, that he's not ready there, and then he's going to unleash on fucking Roman one day.
I just hope that they keep sight of the fact that now's the time to celebrate Cesaro after all this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just let him get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah,
remember why you're doing it.
I feel like he's going to be part of the main event scene. So I see him doing that. Him versus Jay is going to be something Seth Rollins. He's going to be Seth Rollins probably again on the pay-per-view. But I have a feeling that Roman's going to continue to sun him, that he's not worthy, until one day fucking Cesaro's going to unleash on his ass. And that's when you're going to get the crowd going fucking crazy when he unleashes on his ass. And then it builds up to a title shot.
But will it be the crowd or will it be the Thunderdome?
It might be the Thunderdome because they're not planning to leave the Thunderdome until after SummerSlam.
So that's a while.
Yeah.
Because the next pay-per-view is WrestleMania
Backlash, and then Money in the Bank afterwards.
So, yeah, man, that's going to be a while. I don't know.
Yeah. So, who knows? I just don't like seeing Cesaro being acting like a second fiddle. I don't think he is. But it was good. It was good seeing him in that focus. It was good seeing him match up with Roman. He's taller than Roman, so it makes Roman look small.
I just think my favorite part was just Seth Rollins the entire time.
Yeah.
You cannot understate his character work. He has no title.
Yeah.
You know, he is not in the main event. Well, technically, not in the main event.
Yeah.
And he is one of the most relevant parts of this whole thing.
Yeah.
And the way he was talking and making like faces and gestures while he was messing with Cesaro was the best. So, again, if anything, I think this whole thing is still really making Seth Rollins look great.
Yeah. And then we went into a tag match with Cesaro, Daniel Bryan defeating Jey Uso and Seth Rollins. Good match.
Seth walks out.
Stop putting Cesaro in tag matches. You always put him in tag matches. He's a singles competitor. He needs the singles matches.
It's the curse of we only got so many people to use. Here's the other thing I think I had a problem with, Mark.
Yeah.
It's only a week from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They mentioned that.
Yeah.
How's Daniel Bryan walking? No neck brace.
Because he took last week off.
Roman Reigns got a T-shirt about how he stacked him and he pinned him, but he also has to say the smashing part was chairs to the head.
Yeah.
Like no neck brace, no nothing. You just good.
He took a week off,
bro. A week? If you got hit in the head by a chair by Roman Reigns, you gonna be good in a week? I'm gonna be like, I don't know if I can come to work, dog. I'm sorry. Roman Reigns got muscles. He hit hard.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, there was no like.
I'm just saying, Edge wasn't nowhere to be found.
There's no battle rage. Battle rage. Daniel Bryan is just regular Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, like at least have like the tape that help that tape and shit there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tamina defeats Nia Jax.
Yo, I don't know what's up with them two when they fight, but they be swinging for the fences, and I love it.
Cause they family.
I guess so, right? But like, it just looks better when they do it. It doesn't look like it's a mess. They be scrapping.
When Samoans fight Samoans, they beat the shit out of each other.
The reason why I'm just saying it is like this kind of being the best Tamina has been showcased. It's just like when she gets a chance to have offense, she's kind of like, I'm just trying to hurt you.
Yeah, man.
So I thought it was all right.
Yeah,
I mean, then again, we got the resurgence of Reggie.
Yeah,
don't forget.
Yep. Reginald.
He's back,
and she lost. Apollo Crews defeats Kevin Owens. I thought this was actually my favorite match of SmackDown.
I thought it was like my favorite promo with KO and Big E.
I like that a lot too, and I like the fact that he brought back the past too.
Yeah,
with Big O.
But it's just like you gotta remember about KO that you just can't take it. You can't take him on when it comes to just talking trash.
Yeah. And
he can just go. So like I was just loving it between him and Big E, and like he was like, the belt's gonna be mine. Yeah. He's like, I want it. I was just like, he's one of the few people he could just say it, and you kind of think, is Apollo gonna lose?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So, yeah, and he got Stone Cold stunned too.
Yeah, I know. But Commander Aziz
thumbed him.
Hit him with the Nigerian nail. So
hit him with the thumbtack.
And they spell Aziz wrong. How you spell Aziz wrong? There's literally. I worked with a guy named Aziz. It's Aziz. How they spell it? Azeez. Unless that's the African spell. Come
on. I doubt it, but whatever.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna Google that.
Hey, Google you motherfucker.
Excuse me.
But yeah, KO did get a Stone Cold Stunner on him, and then Aziz cost him the title.
Aziz is fine. Their spelling of Aziz is fine.
Yeah. And then it was a good match, really good match.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the Big E and KO promo. I like the fact they mentioned the past. I like the fact that they like Big E never forgave him for that shit. So basically, they still have like a little tension in each other. I thought it was great. Sami Zayn on the mic. Sami Zayn is always great. Him dancing over him right after he lost was fucking hilarious. Which I gotta buy that. I gotta buy that damn dancing shirt.
You know what was a highlight was Sammy and Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
And Michael Cole. Like, I can't stand how Cole literally has to go by the lines. I have to attack. You know what I'm saying? He has to, because he's the more good guy of the two, he has to attack the villain Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
But Pat McAfee really made him sound stupid.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
Before after we do this, I have a question actually. Then we got Rey Mysterio, Dominic defeating Otis and Chad Gable. I thought this was a great match. The Mysterios are in for a title match.
I think this was special because Otis was intense as hell.
Yeah.
This was one of those matches I was saying this week. There were a bunch of matches where people were super intense. Otis and Gable were like, I don't know what they was on, but they was on one. They was just going crazy.
You know, for just saying in general, like, you want to know, I think Dominic right now is having the best teachers in his life right now, as in he's wrestling Gable week in, week out.
That's true.
Like, he's learning probably so much from Gable right now. I think Gable's probably the best person to match him up with because he's learning to move better. He's learning to time his stuff better. And I think him working with Gable, him working with Otis is giving him the opportunity to work with bigger, different sized people and actually get better. And I think Dominic is getting better.
I agree.
And who's better a teacher than Gable? Like, I think he benefits a lot for being in the ring with Gable.
Yes. I mean, not to mention his father.
Yeah, and no, but his father. But like, he's not fighting his father though. Like he's.
But no. But he's got the best coach because he's right there in his ear.
Yeah, exactly. So. And then also like in ring, like Chad Gable's like, all right, you're gonna get this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. You hear this, you're gonna like. There's a lot of teaching that going on there,
and Otis is just, oh yeah,
Tucky. Oh, Tucky's not here. No more Tucky.
That makes me so sad.
No more Tucky. Again, I still a little disappointed that we went from one tag team to another, but I think Otis and Gable work really well. Hopefully, Gable resigns. If not, he's out soon. So he has a new, his contract is coming up. So who knows? I feel like Gable should be used in a higher, just because his wrestling skills is fucking unmatched. But it is what it is.
It's weird. That's all I have to say. It's very weird.
We got an Aleister Black promo. Him reading a book and chapter 1 being Slay the Dragon.
Summoning demons.
Yeah.
From Vince's basement. I don't know.
One thing I'll say, the promo itself, delivery was great. Like the way he's talked, he's very good. He's gotten a lot better with this promo wise and everything like that. I don't know how I feel about it, but I didn't mind like the little animation they had and things like that with telling the story. I'm invested, so just don't fuck it up.
The thing I appreciate was that at least there was effort.
Yeah.
This is not the same as anybody else's stuff. This is something different. So they put efforts into this. So I hope they follow through. That's all I really have to say. Don't just do this to have people, oh my God, it's Aleister Black, yay! Yeah. And then have him get murdered by cult leader Seth Rollins again. You know
exactly. So you got to do something with that.
Yep.
And then last
Where's Murphy? Hashtag Where's Murphy?
Yeah, where's Murphy now? And last but not least, Roman Reigns lays down the high stakes challenge. Cesaro being knocking on for the Universal title. Head of the table makes his own rules. Roman Reigns presents Daniel Bryan with a title opportunity for next week, but with one massive catch. If Bryan loses, he would be banished from SmackDown forever.
I feel like this is a plot device to get him on Raw.
I have a feeling that Bryan's is going to take a break for it. And
that's what I feel.
If he loses,
a reason to write him off.
I think if he loses, he goes right back into the writing team and helping develop the SmackDown more, because that's pretty much what he does outside of what he's been doing wrestling wise.
I still think he should have won at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Just-
So who knows? We got a WWE Championship match at SmackDown next week, so it's gonna be a big SmackDown.
we will see.
Yeah. SmackDown, I give a A-.
I'm trying to think. Was there anything that was bad? I liked everything. I even liked the Bianca Belair Bailey promo because they set up their
I
next
actually like that a lot
match.
too. I did like that a lot.
Apollo had a segment. You know what I mean? Big E had a backstage thing.
The
You know what I
tag
mean?
champs
Like
had something too.
a lot. Like basically everybody who we got to see had some development. So I'll just give it a solid A.
Yeah, I'm gonna go solid 8 as well. Like, I think everything.
I just have my gripe with Daniel Bryan taking a chair shot from a giant Samoan man and being fine a week later.
Yeah. I actually liked it. I enjoyed it. I think, I'm gonna give it a solid A. Yeah, you gave everyone time. The tag champions had time. She properly explained that you guys had all the damn title shots. Why can't we have all the damn title shots?
True.
They did a good job with that. The tag team division had some time on TV. Again, I love Bailey. I think Bailey's on another level with promo wise and just her character, and I've just been really invested to see what Bailey does. So I'm looking forward to that match next week as well. It's going to be Bailey versus Bianca Miller. Mm-hmm. No, that's on the pay per view. WrestleMania Backlash.
Okay.
So at least it's not a rematch.
Something new. Let's go.
There you go. Yeah, SmackDown was solid. Podcast we listened to. I've been backed up with the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. I'm like one episode behind, so I hadn't listened to it, and I get them early, and I still haven't listened to it. But I've been enjoying. I always enjoy that stuff. I always give them a shout out. New Day Pod. They had the brunch with the boys, which was a fucking hilarious conversations and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. What else I listened to? I didn't listen to a lot of podcasts this week because I didn't get the chance to. You said Jericho had Rick Swan.
Yeah, I got to hear two wrestling podcasts this week.
Yeah.
One was the Jericho podcast that had Rich Swan. I think anybody who's a fan of Rich Swan or who doesn't even know about him should check that one out because he goes into his past. Did you know that he was inspired by Rey Mysterio and Power Rangers?
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much his style. Rey Mysterio is his favorite guy, and he was a fan of Power Rangers. Yeah, just like those two things.
Just like Xavier Woods.
You gotta remember how influential that stuff is.
Yeah, Xavier Woods, his old finisher before he became New Day, he used to yell, "It's morphin' time," when he clotheslined you.
Get somebody sued. You better cut that out.
And his pants was the Black Ranger pants.
Better be careful.
Yeah.
Make sure you get that clearance. Be saying that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a small instance of just that stuff backfiring. Did you know that you can't just be streaming, like say for instance on Twitch TV, if you were to stream a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers FMV game from the 90s, Saban, whoever owns Saban now, I forget who that is specifically, Hasbro, they will get you on YouTube if you put the videos up.
I've had live action
the footage, even if it's from the video game from the 90s, they'll get you. Also, we have problems with that. I'm just saying for the Morphin Cast, you can't none of their music. They take claims on every video, so it's kind of rough on YouTube.
Damn. Well, luckily we don't really. Luckily we really don't put the music on the YouTube.
You don't. We try.
Yeah.
Even you would think that even the smallest amount of time, they get you.
Oh wow.
They get you. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Sentai,
they are litigious.
Sentai,
that's all I gotta say.
Because they own Sentai.
No, but if you ever do the Western counterparts,
damn. Okay. Well, again, like when we do the Morphin Cast, we don't put the music at least on the YouTube channel.
No. Not when you and Tommy are talking. No.
So
that's when I try to edit them, oh boy.
Oh shit.
Can't use that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to. So someone wants to create our own theme song for the Morphin Cast.
Royalty free, Power Rangers type Sentai music, please.
Yeah. If not, we would just use the Dire Ranger all the time because that's the greatest theme song ever.
I mean, you can use a Japanese theme. They don't care about that.
Yeah.
But the American ones,
Yeah.
woo, they scoop in.
Oh man.
Quickness.
So Hasbro's like, yo, we gonna collect all these motherfuckers.
Get some of that money.
Yeah. God damn. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I have not got to really listen to Major Wrestling.
And the second one was Chelsea Green on the Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah.
Again, there's one thing you forget. She's Canadian. I forget that.
Oh yeah.
So it's extra hard.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks more for her, to be released because she is actually not a citizen. She brought that up.
Yeah.
And so they were like, we gotta hurry up and get married.
Yeah.
I read Cardona. I thought that was actually funny because she brought up the fact that they were supposed to be married on New Year's.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen because pandemic stuff. So coming soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I would not put it past Cardona to make their wedding an event.
Yeah.
Now.
That's where you do it.
Sell tickets. They have it in the ring.
Yeah, I added them into my listening list. I didn't get to listen to it. Kyle O'Reilly interviewed on the Xbox podcast.
That's cool.
I haven't listened to it, but I just.
What's he talking about? What's his favorite Xbox game?
Xbox.
Please don't tell me UFC 4.
Xbox. Not Xbox.
It's got to be something different.
Sean
They all
Waltman.
say that.
Sean Waltman's podcast.
Oh, he's on Sean. Oh.
X-Pac.
I thought he was on the Xbox. I was like, yo.
Yeah, he's on that. What else I listened to? So which one I gotta listen to? WrestleMania Audio Diaries. Big E is on After the Bell. I didn't get to listen to it, so it's a 45-minute thing. So definitely check that out. Yeah, that's all I got for the podcast to listen to. Listen to our podcast too. All the past episodes on SoundCloud, Recycle Link.
And Spotify.
And Spotify, yes. Yes. I didn't. Oral Sessions didn't really have any wrestlers, so I didn't really listen to her podcast. At least you listen to when she has wrestlers on. If I don't know the person, I won't listen. So I just like I ain't waste my time. I've been listening to the True Long Island Stories. Those are actually really good casts to listen to. I've been catching up. I'm on like the sixth episode. It's with Matt Cardona and Smart Mark Sterling. They're talking about the True Long Island Stories on YouTube, and they've been doing the whole story of each episode and pretty much what they were doing during the time, things like that. It's actually really cool. So definitely check that out.
Okay.
Christian Cage is on the AEW podcast. If you do listen to it, if you're interested in what he has to say, then listen to that as well. Other than that, we're gonna do our gripes. So, what are some wrestling gripes you had? I mentioned Josh's already. The Pentagon Jr. thing, the non-self Pentagon Jr. He was really annoyed by that, and I agree with that. Like, it is something that has to kind of change, especially in AEW wise. If you want me to invest in matches, that has to stop.
True. 100%.
Do you have any gripes right now?
Recently, my gripes are storyline consistency. When they constantly show you that they have the money and the talent to tell you a proper long-term story, and then they leave out the most obvious things.
Okay.
This week, it was Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Coming back a week after being hit in the head by a giant Samoan man. I'm just saying. That bothers me.
Yeah, I agree. That could be something you could throw you off too.
And the bullshit with the women.
Yeah.
When I said let's try to give Mandy and Dana something to do, I did not say, yo, let's just give them the most base level unga bunga. You laugh at me, now I fight you. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, you there's things that can be done to make people different, and it's like that's not making no stars. They just look like wrestlers, generic people that you don't know. That tells you nothing of their personality except that don't make fun of them. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tells me nothing more of the it's and then the bundling idiot Nia Jax is like, god damn
Yeah.
it. I can't be invested. I only want to say to you, Mark, is if Sasha Banks was doing that dumb shit, you'd be like, what's going on?
Yeah, I 100%. I would call everyone out on that shit.
If Asuka was doing that dumb shit, you'd be like, come on, man.
Yeah,
You can't do this.
yeah. Even though I did really enjoy when Asuka was doing the silly dances and shit. That was my thing.
No, but
Yeah.
if she's for some reason, like say she's bad Asuka,
Yeah.
and she made fun of somebody, and then the very next match she's slipping when she's on the apron because the thing she made fun of the person for was slipping.
Dumb. Yeah.
It's like that's like Goofus and Gallant. I gotta teach you a lesson at the end. Come on.
Some Bulk and Skull shit.
Yeah. It's like, do we have to have story time with the bully moment and then the moment at the end to make you feel better?
Yeah.
No, this is wrestling. Stop that.
And those are little things you could have actually do within a match without having to really say the story. Because I remember, you want to know who I used to love when they fought each other was Alexa Bliss and Kairi Sane. Because Kairi Sane would antagonize her, as in because she's slightly shorter than her, but like those slightly short, that 1 inch is a big thing to Kairi Sane, and she's always like flip over her head, saying that she's taller than her. And it's like little tropes like that you could do in a match without having to evolve your whole storyline over that bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I miss Kairi Sane.
Yeah,
that's my gripe. I miss Kairi Sane.
Does she wrestle anymore?
No.
Like, is that it?
She's a representative for WWE Japan.
No, I just mean like, I wonder if she even trains for that.
She's still training
at all.
She's still training because she still looks fucking brolic.
No, but I mean, like, I know they're athletic people, but I wonder if the training regimen of going in the ring and jumping over whatever and doing arm drags.
I have a thing. I think she is because they're trying to develop an NXT over there, and she's taking in a lot of the training. So I think she is like training people like physically inside the ring. I know she wanted to do a Stardom anniversary show, and WWE denied her on that. So she still is wrestling. She is still wrestling. Like, she can wrestle. She wanted to come and back to wrestle. I think she can wrestle.
And she's not like on the Daniel Bryan fly, my neck, my back.
No, she's not injured at all. She's healthy. She just got tired of being in America. She wanted to go back home. And there's a chance she might want to have she wants a baby and things like that. Oh, yeah.
Congratulations to Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey. New baby. But yeah, that's my gripe. I miss Kairi Sane.
Yeah, pretty much. I agree.
I miss Kairi Sane. The WrestleMania was made for her.
In NXT. I miss her in NXT.
WrestleMania was made for her. That was her. That should have been her entrance.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad KO ain't do nothing either.
Yeah, well, that was too high. He would die.
No, I'm just saying he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing. He didn't even attempt to go on top of that shit.
He didn't jump off of anything.
Y'all didn't get him a ladder. Y'all didn't give him nothing. They're like, no, he ain't doing nothing.
He stunned this celebrity and beat up Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I'm fine with him stunning the celebrity. I was fine with that. You know what? One of the gripes I always will say is because the Josh said like selling things like that, is just getting me invested. Right now is getting harder for me to get invested, especially when I see you. I'm trying to follow your storyline. And you guys have, again, a lot of hooky, quick kind of bullshit, but it's not something that's, like, sustainable to enjoy. Like, I'm fine with the comedy wrestling. I'm fine with the serious wrestling. I'm fine with anything that you give. NXT does it best. NXT gave us a freaking a mixed tag match, 4-way tag that usually any other card will be a stupid-ass fucking match. And they made that the most entertaining shit I have ever seen. Like, I was laughing my ass off. I was fucking going, oh, shit, and everything like that. I wish there was more creativity within the storylines. And actually, like, if you're going to be invested in going to a storyline, go 100% instead of just going 50.
Yeah, true.
And I want to see this with Alexa Bliss right now. Like, Alexa's doing this whole Lily and things like that. I want them to go 100% in it because we kind of saw her a little bit wrestle Asuka, and it was good. It was fun.
You know, it's just that I want them to. It's not even recycling. Yeah. It's the fact that they go back to a staple.
Yeah.
Which again, it's what's currently happening with the women. It's like, okay, we just got done trying to build up your moment for WrestleMania, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once WrestleMania is done, we go right back to you guys just get mad at each other and fight.
Yeah.
And that's the extent of your story.
I feel like
That's it.
they. I feel like they need. I feel like they need this is where I say like Mickey James and like Molly Holly and like the women of wrestling from the past and like Beth Phoenix and things like that are more useful backstage with the women's division than is for any other dude to write the women's division.
I mean, I wish they had female wrestlers as consultants.
Yeah, because I feel like and this is something I always bring up, is the fact that I hate the whole everyone has to be friends.
True.
I hate that. Like, why should I be friends? I want the title. NXT.
But the truth is, the guys don't.
Yeah.
And that's the messed up part, because you see the sexism. It's like the girls always have to be, they're fighting because we were friends and we're not friends anymore.
Yeah. It's always
like,
about a friendship or non-friendship or you did this or you did this and shit like that. There's no real, like, storyline. You want to know the difference of Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez on NXT? Io Shirai wanted a better challenger. So she went directly after Raquel Gonzalez and started fighting her. That's simple as storyline.
Yep.
Those are the things I want to see. I want to see more serious. Like, I don't care about your fucking friendship. I don't care about your betraying who's betraying who and whatnot. I don't give a damn about that.
Yep.
I just don't.
I guess maybe that gripe feeds into what I can accurately say is they need to mature the storylines for the women in particular, because they can't just keep doing this schoolyard fighting for the women.
Like the women's division is not a reality TV show. 100%. It's not.
Exactly. Yeah.
So stop treating it like it.
Yeah.
And that goes for every single storyline involving having friendships and you're not my friend anymore, or you bullied me here, or you fall on your butt, so I made fun of you and I'm gonna go attack you now.
It's just, how stupid would that look if okay, for instance, say it wasn't Mandy that tripped on the ramp. Say it was I can't say two people that fought.
What if it was Randy Orton slipping on his ass, right? And it was Braun Strowman making fun of him busting his ass. So they fight, and Braun Strowman slips and busts his ass in the mag. Will you take that seriously?
It's basically that. Yes.
Yeah, you won't take it seriously. You're thinking like, what the fuck is this shit? They're not wrestling. They're doing stupid shit. So it's no excuse for the women to do it as well.
Exactly.
And the thing is, I personally love the women's wrestling, and that's the thing that I think on this cast, especially on the Wrestling Babble, with every person that we ever had on the Wrestling Babble, with between Minion, myself, you, even Julio and stuff like that, we all became extreme big fans of this women's division that we watch grow. But they still do a lot of those tropes on the main roster that they don't need to do. NXT doesn't do none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They do have friendships and shit like that, but when they actually go fully story into the friendship, and then when they get betrayed, then they actually fight, and reason why they fight, and they actually have more of an outcome instead of this old bullshit that we get in the main roster.
And it's just, there was an example this past week of two brand new people, Zoe Stark and the girl from Japan.
Yeah, sure. Right.
And they had a story, a reason for them to fight, and it was just I like the challenge. It's like it's like, this is wrestling, it's a competition.
Yeah,
I'd like to give you a good exhibition match. It's like, you don't have to just have the women be catty.
No, you
don't have to have that be the reason they want to fight. It's like they've yet to. I think Bianca Belair is like the number one person who's broken the mold of being so far on the main roster of the woman that she says she's championship material because she's the best, but she doesn't just say it, she also proves it, right?
Yeah.
But that's her whole thing, is that she's better than everybody.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they seem to take almost everybody else and make it into a I don't like you thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And it's like,
and I'll say this is not just WWE. AEW does this as well, and they're guilty of it as well. Same thing with Impact, not so much as well.
Except NXT, everybody does it.
Impact does it as well, but Impact is a bit more. They have the better wrestling, and that's the one thing that shows up is the fact that they do let the women's get time. They let the women's main event. They let the women take a 20-minute match and things like that, and that's something the Impact does. Other than that, like AEW is guilty of it. I'm not just attacking the main roster, but this is something that kind of has to stop because I feel like, again, like we're beyond the whole cat fight thing. We're not doing that no more. We haven't done that in like over 15, 20 years. 15 years that we have not done any of that shit no more. So why does it still have to have the storylines like it?
Yeah, basically.
And that's a gripe. That's my biggest gripe. And again, and the fact that we respect this women's division so much, and we love a lot of the women that are there, and we are fans of all the women. Like this is the first generation of times that I bought every single women's T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
I support them because I'm a fan. I got a Liv Morgan shirt. I got a Carmella shirt. I got a Charlotte shirt. Becky, Sasha Banks, Bailey, Bianca Belair. I have fucking Rhea Ripley. I have Io Shirai. I'm a fan. I support. I try to be a fan in that sense, and it's a different time, and they fucking kick ass. So why don't you give them storylines that actually be investment instead of the same old shit that you've been doing for the last 20 years?
I don't know.
Yeah. So that's a gripe. That's a long gripe.
Yeah, basically.
And until they fix it, there's always going to be something that we're going to say about that. But right now, it is what it is. But yeah, Bianca is like one of the few on the main roster that's just like, I'm the best. And then Rhea too. Rhea in the way.
Yeah, I could say that.
She has no fans. She just won the title. And she'll headbutt you. And you ain't gonna like it.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. You can catch us here every Sunday on YouTube live, or you can listen to us on Red Cycling on Spotify. Is the easiest way to get all our podcasts, and also Red Cycling and Mark with the Mic on SoundCloud. Those are the easiest ways to get the podcast. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and SoundCloud, or Mark with the Mic. Follow Red Cycling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow Red Cyclone Inc. anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. And that is Spotify. And also we have a WordPress. So check us out.
Yep. And always remember, follow the Yankees.
Because he's still upset about WrestleMania. His sandwiches were wet. And then they threw him away. Yeah. Shame on them.
Damn. Wasting food. Wasting food.
All
right. Peace out, laters. And stay tuned for our guest by Rare Toxic Avenger 3.